Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's a Monday afternoon when there's two guys on your television. Just know it's about to go down. We are here to serve you nothing but the best of edutainment from 4 to 5 p.m. Kamlamsala J, but known as a Putflick. It feels so good to be officially back on your television.
Yes, that's right. Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'd like to hear from you guys. Anything you want to say about the show, comments, questions, anything, hit us up on our social media platforms. Find us on Facebook, Ekse on Cape Town TV. We are also available on Twitter, Ekse_live. That is. Yes, you can also find us on Instagram, Ekse_CTV. Please use the hashtag, the one you see on the screen right now.
Definitely, man. It's a Monday, and you know what? We're here to kick off your Monday, as I said. When we are here to make sure your Monday is not so blue at all. Well, on the show, we have an incredible lineup for you. We all know unemployment is a huge problem right here in Mzansi, with young people graduating but not finding employment, and of course, finishing matric and not finding employment. Well, Tammy, all the way from Harambee Youth Employment, is here to give us tips on how you can go about finding yourself some employment. If you're unemployed right now and you want to get umsebenzi, make sure you stick around for that.
Yes, definitely. I'm looking forward to that conversation because I know it's hard getting a job.
And also you're not unemployed, ne?
Yeah, somewhat. Yes, I'm not unemployed. You can also look forward to a poet by the name Poetic Ap. We're talking all things poetry, how you make money in this industry, is it sustainable, everything in between. We also have a Majite Fashion all the way from Delft. They go by the name Sm2 Authentic Wear. We're talking all things fashion, and they'll be showcasing some of their lines during the show, so please do stick around for that.
Yes, that sounds amazing. I love fashion. I'm a huge fan of fashion. But Valentine's Day is around the corner. You can tell us on social media, what will you be up to? I won't get any plans for Valentine's?
Not yet. I'm spontaneous, but I'm sure my partner and I will be doing amazing things because we've been 2 years together. 2 years, actually. We've been celebrating 2 years just recently. So I have to go all the way out. I might just hire a stadium.
I have no one for Valentine's Day. So if you also like me have no one, please DM me on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram. But right now, let's take a look at what's happening in South Africa and, of course, across the globe. These are your trending news.
Yes, welcome back. These are the trending news, and the first story of the day comes courtesy of an entrepreneur by the name Itumeleng, all the way in Johannesburg. The entrepreneur Itumeleng Likomanyane, I hope I said your surname correctly, who sells sandwiches on Simon Street in Johannesburg, has had his merchandise confiscated by the Johannesburg Metro Police Department because he is contravening certain bylaws. And I understand that in the Twitter streets, people were urging the government to please reconsider some of the laws because they were implemented back in the day. So some of these people are actually breadwinners.
Definitely, man. I mean, like in a country where unemployment is almost at 30%, I feel like when someone is trying to do a business, I feel like the government should be able to give that person an opportunity. And of course, he's not begging for money. He's not asking for money from government. He's doing his best to make sure he feeds himself and, of course, his family. Well, on the other side, Twitter was abuzz after they found out Master KG, my favorite DJ in Africa at the moment, and of course, Umakadzi, who is a singer, are currently dating. You know, Valentine's Day is around the corner, so everyone's currently posting their babes. This is who I'm going to share my day with. Twitter was a buzz because I think they're both from Limpopo and they are doing incredibly well on in their music in the music industry. So these two are currently a couple. Hopefully, it's going to last longer.
Yeah, hopefully. We wish all the couples the best on this show. Another trending news on the Twitter streets is the hashtag Sona 2020. It's the week of Sona 2020 and preparations rather are underway. And the government, the social media for the government page are urging people and asking them what it is that they're looking forward to hearing on the 13th of February 2020 at 7 o'clock. So please do tweet us as well and let us know what it is that you're expecting to hear on the 13th of February.
What are you expecting to hear?
Not much because the government, I don't have faith in them. I'm just doing it for myself. Just
then stop voting for the same political party.
Yep.
Maybe it's about time to change. Well, on the other side, some of you might be aware, China is currently going through some tough times because of the coronavirus. Well, on behalf of Cape Town TV, I would like to send extend our sincere regards to China Media Group, eBelt, and of course Road Media Community, and of course to everyone who's currently in China. We wish you nothing but the best. But on the other side, exciting news. Cape Town TV has very exciting TV programs, China TV programs, and of course news report coming out soon. We are sure Guti, Chinese, China is going to go through this time, and they're definitely gonna conquer it all. And of course, we extend our genuine concern to everyone who is in China, and we hope that this is gonna come to an end soon, and we believe that you're gonna fight this, and we wish you nothing but the best. Corona?
Yeah, it's time for it to die out now, because I
Yeah.
understand that they just found where it originated from. So I'm hoping that will help with the medication and the research and so forth. Yeah.
And I really do appreciate how the Chinese government is currently dealing with this problem. They've built, I think, over 3 hospitals just to specialize in corona. So I think as the world, we just need to stop the stigma towards abantu who are from China, and just know, good, this is something that we are going to conquer. We've got the best scientists in the world. China has the best scientists in the world. So definitely something is going to come up.
Yes, I'm hoping that things are going to come to an end very soon, given all the infrastructure that's been built. I have hope, I have faith,
Definitely, we definitely have hope. But right now, here's one of my favorite songstress in South Africa at the moment. She's only 18 years old, and she's definitely doing the most when it comes to singing. This is Unosipho, and this one is titled Ithemba Lami. Analo nethemba for Valentine's Day. But Unosipho, I hope Namza Fumani Themba.
Like this ain't true. Like I never ever wanted you. Like I never ever needed you to make me want you as bad as I do. All the time I'm thinking about you. All the time, yeah. I didn't want this, you made me do this. Now I'm deeper than I've ever been, babe. All the time I'm taking it a day at a time, babe. Every day feels the same. Typical case of my heart over my brain. All I see is fine. Thinking our touch was mine. The way I feel about you is the realest thing I've seen. I need a moment to deal. Full of the haters to feel like they own this thing. Give me your heart and keep it right here with me. Yeah, right here with me. Yeah, right here with me. Come right here, baby. Give me your heart and keep it right here with me. See, I take the time to notice your makeup and your hair. The days that you don't care, your beauty is unfair. All the time I'm taking it a day at a time. Hey, every day feels the same. Typical case of my heart over my brain. All I see is fine. Thinking our touch was mine. The way I feel about you is the realest thing.
definitely not Unosipo Itembalam. That is, of course, AJ titled With Me. Not with me. With him, AJ himself. With me. Well, this is Ekse right here on Cape Town TV. We're going to play Unosipo later on because that is a song that I love. And yeah, I think we need to play that song just for me, guys. Please.
Because it's a favorite for him, so please on the lookout for that one. Unosipo. That was AJ. Shout out to AJ for the nice music video as well.
Yeah, you just said he can sing as well.
He's a very good singer. I like his vocals, yeah.
Okay, let's take a quick breather. We'll be right back with more. Welcome back to Ekse right here on Cape Town TV, taking all the way up until 5 p.m. This is the biggest, the baddest show in the motherland. Kamlam Sala J, and of course, Awongelona, the coolest guy in the building. Follow us right now on social media at Ekse live on Twitter, and of course on Facebook at Ekse on Cape Town TV. Safmanaga everywhere, guys. Hashtag motivational Monday. So Awonge, youth unemployment is a huge problem in South Africa. Let's just say unemployment as whole in Mzansi is a huge problem, with almost 30% of this population being unemployed. And of course, 50% of that 30% are young people between the ages of 18 to 34. Yeah. Guys, what's happening in this country? With Sona around the corner, I feel like the president really needs to address this big issue. If you are currently in matric, you're about to finish your matric, or you just graduated and you're currently looking for a job and tips on how you can go about doing that, Tammy, all the way from Harambee Youth Employment, is here to give us all the tips and answer all our questions and your questions. Tammy, welcome on the show.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure having you. We're talking about a very serious issue. Our economy is not doing great. Most young people are unemployed. Almost 30% of this population is unemployed. But before we talk about that, let's talk about the work that you do as Harambee. What is Harambee all about?
So Harambee is a not-for-profit social enterprise. We've done extensive work in finding solutions and innovations to solve the global youth unemployment challenge. We've partnered with government, young people, business, etc. to try and find solutions. We've been around for about 8 years now, or just over 8 years, and we've placed about 160,000 young people into various opportunities. And we continue to scale, so we've got targets to take that up to about 500,000 over the next couple of years.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with Kris Jenner, the Kardashian. When you're doing great, you always say, you're doing great, sweet. You guys are doing great.
And that's actually great work that you guys are doing.
It is.
Quite a number of people, as you mentioned. I want to understand the process. How does Harambee connect with the youth and then finding them? What's the process?
Yeah.
How I'm unemployed, I'm sitting at home in Kailicha. How can Harambee assist me get work?
So I think there's two different things that I'd like to talk about. The one is the process, and the other one is how can you get in contact with us. So let me first just talk about what is the process, what are we trying to do for young people. So there's a number of different things. The one is that we're trying to help young people find jobs themselves, because there are 8 million young people that are unemployed, and there's 1 million young people every year that matriculate and get into this pool who are not in education or training or employment or anything like that. So Harambee has set up a network for young people that you can join, and this network helps you with tips, with assessments, with connecting you to how to look for a job. So that's the first point of departure. Following on from that, we go out into the market and we look for entry-level jobs for young people with businesses, government, other partners, etc. We then assess young people to determine what the gaps are between what the employer is looking for, so what are the competencies that an employer is looking for, and what does the young person have. We may then invite young people to come in to bridge those gaps. So we give them some competency development or work readiness development, and we then place them into opportunities. Unfortunately, there aren't obviously 8 million opportunities in the economy for that many young people, and many of the jobs don't need necessarily a work readiness program. Many of the many of the challenges that young people face in finding employment is not having a network, not putting together a good quality CV, not knowing how to go about looking for a job, not showing up at the interview adequately dressed or prepared for the interview, not speaking well, not answering their phone when the employer's calling them. So those are some of the challenges, I think, that just makes that gap even wider between the jobs that are available and the young people that are looking for jobs.
Wow. So you need to answer your phone when?
Every time, keep it on. If you're looking for employment, it makes no sense for you not to answer.
You definitely need to answer your phone. You just mentioned unemployment, huge problem in South Africa right now. Do you have any tips of how, as a young person sitting at home, I can go about finding a job for myself?
So I've already given you that one tip, which is answer your phone.
Answer your phone. Answer your phone.
It's the single biggest problem that employers cite as the reason that they can't find young people. Young people don't answer their phone, and when they do, they don't answer it professionally. So it's really, really critically important that when they answer the phone, that they answer it professionally. If you're job seeking,
you are talking to Sarah Jonas. Hello.
Something like that. Not highway now. So I think it's really important that they answer the phone professionally. But there are a number of other things. So I would say that the most critical thing for a young person is your job is to look for a job when you are unemployed. You cannot be sitting at home waiting for somebody to bring the job to you. Your job is actually to look for a job. And there are many things that you could do to go and look for a job. But you've got to be driven to look for a job. You've got to be hungry for work. You've got to be prepared to do anything. You've got to be prepared to take whatever job comes your way and not be too selective about what comes your way. So that's one of the tips. The second tip is you've got to network. You've got to talk to people in your net. Let everybody know that you're looking for a job. If people don't know that you're looking for a job, the chances that you're going to get and find something or referrals is minimal, and 60% of jobs are placed through referrals.
Definitely.
So it's a significant number. The chances of getting a job through a referral is greater than the chances of trying to find it on your own. Learn to sell yourself is a really important tip. And I think a lot of young people in our country don't know how to sell themselves, and I think they sell themselves short actually, because they don't put on their CV certain experiences that doesn't sound like formal work experience. So if you're an unemployed young person in this country, generally you don't have any work experience. But you've got life experience, you've got lots of other experience. You look after your sister's children, your aunt's children, the neighbor's children. You play in a soccer team, and you may have been a team leader or something in that soccer team. You volunteer at different organizations. So child minding is a skill. It speaks to responsibility. It speaks to your ability to do something and not just sit at home. So it tells employers something about you. So put those things on your CV. And if you don't have any of those experiences, then go and volunteer. Go and find opportunities where you can build some experience that you can put onto your CV. So the next point is it's really critical to build your CV and put together a good quality CV. And if your grammar and your English, etc., is not that great, get somebody else to look over that CV and make sure that it's written well, because many employers will dump that CV in the bin if it's not well written.
Properly written. Would you say maybe having a CV that is not properly or well written is one of the reasons why some people don't get jobs? Because you find some people are highly qualified, but still they are unemployed. They've been submitting their CVs over and over again.
Look, before the employer meets you, they're reading your CV. Right? So that gives them an impression of you. So if your CV is badly written, poor grammar, lots of spelling errors, etc., the chances that they're going to call you in for an interview is slim.
So how would you say that the employer, how would you respond to somebody saying an employer is rather difficult? Let's say I am qualified, I have all these skills, it's just that I don't have an employer. Now I have to answer my phone in a certain way, which doesn't necessarily reflect how I work at a workplace, how I am, or perhaps it caught me at a bad time, and then now I have to always answer my phone professionally. Let's say I'm skilled, just that my English is not good. Now that's another thing, but I feel like that's being harsh on An unemployed one.
Well, then you're going to remain unemployed. If you're not prepared to do the work that
Yeah.
goes into finding the job, you're going to be unemployed, because when there's 8 million young unemployed people, the ones that are going to get the jobs are the ones that's putting in the work.
Definitely.
So let's just be clear on that. The ones who are reading English books and reading English newspapers, etc., to improve their English, so that when they answer the phone, they sound a little bit more professional, that when they go for the interview, they sound better. The one who's like taking the time and motivated enough to go borrow a set of clothes to go for an interview because they don't have something decent to wear for that interview. That's the person that's going to get the job. That's what interviews are all about. It's about selecting the person who's best suited for the job, who shows up better than everybody else.
Wow. So you need to work on that English.
Yes.
Isingesi sakho needs to
And
be
then
posh.
always answer my phone in a certain manner,
Yeah.
even if my grandma is calling.
Yeah, definitely. Even if your grandma is calling from office number, you need to have that pose.
And there's no such thing as a bad time. Like, I'm having a bad day, so I'm going to answer the phone badly.
Because at work you might have a bad day, but you have to deliver the work.
Yes, definitely, yeah. Lastly, when can people find Harambee? Very quickly.
Harambee.
Our Mobi site, so harambee.mobi, is probably the best way to join the network.
Yeah.
If you just go to the harambee.mobi, but you can also find us on Facebook,
Yeah,
most social
everywhere it's
media.
Harambee. Well, guys, if you are unemployed, your job is to look for a job. Well, my job is to link you to a break. We'll be right back with more. Welcome back. Ekse is the name of the show, the best entertainment show in the land. Your 2 Men Crush Mondays are on your television.
Yes, please do keep those comments coming and questions on our social media platforms. Find us on Facebook, Ekse on Cape Town TV. We are also on Twitter, Ekse_live. Do use the hashtag, the one you see on the screen.
I must say, what a very interesting interview with Tammy,
definitely.
all
I
the way
learned a lot.
from Harambee. Guys, if you just graduated or finished matric and you're currently looking for employment, be sure to go to visit their website, Harambee, and of course on all social media platforms, it's Harambee Youth Employment. They're doing great work. They're not going to guarantee you to find you umsebenzi, but they're absolutely going to give you tips on how you can go about finding employment.
You'll definitely be at a better position to acquire the job itself.
Yeah,
I learned so much because I was feeling at first that the employer is slightly strict. But then she answered me quite adequately that I understood. Okay, sharp.
Definitely.
Makes
At least you
sense.
have a job for now, and your job is to link out and in.
Thank you,
At
God,
least
for
God,
the job.
we still have this job.
Yeah.
Well, I must say, you know what? Theatre is currently growing in South Africa, and I'm so passionate about young people who are directors who give platform to other young people out there. A Howl in Makanda is an amazing play that ran for 5 days, where amazing 4 young ladies were performing on stage, giving us incredible performances. This is created and directed by Ukondiswa. In Makanda, do you know what is Makanda? Where is Makanda in South Africa?
No, I have no idea. I don't know anything about the play itself.
Yeah, a play is amazing. It's about 4 South Africans, 2 white girls and 2 black girls who are in a boarding school. And of course, they go through a lot of trouble. They end up getting expelled. So I was there to witness all the action alongside with Ulama Limon. And my favorite actress in the world, Kim Adonis, is one of the 4 girls in this play. Let's take a look at what went down.
Yes, we do apologize for that lack of sound there. Our technical
Lack
team
of sound.
is currently working on it right now. I hope this next music video, he says he liked the song.
Spokazi.
Whose music video are we linking to?
Whose music video are we looking to? Spokazi. Do you still remember Spokazi?
Peter Makale, something.
Okay, apparently it's no Sipo, guys.
Let's take a look. We'll find out in a minute with you guys, yeah?
Well, that of course, Uno post titled Itemba Lami. Finally, they get to play my favorite song, and I hope I'm gonna get Itemba Lam at the end of this week for the 14th Valentine's Day. Welcome to it, guys. You're still tuned into Ekse right on Cape Town TV, the biggest youth show in the land. I'm Sala J, but known as Obot Flicky.
Yes, that's correct, everybody. We apologize one more time for missing out the music video. It's Tembalami by Nosibo. I like the sound, Afrobeat nyana, so I appreciate the sound. Right now, though, we are joined by another form of performance. It's a poet. She goes by name Poetic Ap. We'll be talking all things poem.
I'm so glad you said AP, not AP. You know, we've been confusing people's names the whole time. So I'm so glad that you...
Welcome to the show, my sister. Kunjani?
Jayaphila khona ninjani ngakhuluma ngesandla.
Sicela uxelele ngubani Poetic Ap uqale nini uthanda ipoem leyo?
Poetic Ap, suke ekhayelitsha ke mna ke Harare. So I started discovering that I'm a poet in grade 7, but back then I wasn't really much of a poet because I used to see my cousin sister writing ingoma because I couldn't sing, like I can't sing at all, bimba. So I was like, oh, niyabhala every time when we're chilling in the room. So I started writing as well from that inspiration. But back then I was not reciting. I was trying to discover a poet. So you know, when you write those work poems when you're still young, so I used to write those poems and steal other people's poems. So when I high school, I joined the art activities as a high school. I did drama, everything, art, from dance and music, even though I couldn't sing. So Usis Nomhle, who was teaching us art back then, was like, you are good in poetry, you should keep on writing more and more and more. So I kept on writing. My first Xhosa poem was in grade 10. That's when I was inspired to really write poetry. So I started to recite and writing and to recite back then and still writing now.
I want to talk about El Gamalo Poetic Ap. I'm sure that's not the name that your parents gave you. That's not on your ID. You don't travel with that name. How did you come up with this funky but still like catchy name, Poetic Ap? I should be presenting AP.
Okay, no, it's not that deep actually, because so since most of my friends they turn on base of AP sobs, so the poem with the poet, AP the poet. So I was like, no guys, don't stop giving me names. I'm just go with Poetic Ap. It's easy to pronounce and it's not complicated. And in la flow sense I poem but Poetic Ap.
So the Poetic Ap and the poetry itself, the industry. Can you, let's say you're gifted at writing poems, can you make a sustainable career out of poetry?
I think you can, but after Cape Town, it's not really because as a Cape Town, when it comes to industry, art and everything, they're not very much focused on it. So up at Cape Town, it's not really big, but I try to get those gigs and then I perform there, then traveling and whatever compensation and I fumana. So it's not much big, but I'm sure when you put in more effort and you keep on pushing, then you're gonna see yourself growing as well. And then that's where you start to make money also.
How would you describe yourself as a poet? What kind of poem do you write about? What inspires you?
Oh, so I'm a writer basically. I don't only write poems, books as well. So since I'm a writer, poems and I mostly write isiXhosa, but most of the time I mix poems because I like Xhosa English so that I can capture everyone in one poem. So English, I write it there and there, but I do write English as well. But since ndaqala ngobhala English and I wasn't really that much good, I find that isiXhosa is more inspiring. Inspiration yamo, it's environment. I'm not mostly focused on I should only write about depression, I should only write about whatever, but whatever that can catch my eye, even anything. You can just write about albinism, write about this, because so whatever wording that I can put in sense. Imbongi yosiba.
Okay.
Imbongi yosiba, imbongi ebhalayo, because usiba back then uncenzekla ink. So yomthonyana nje so leyo yomthonyama yabo eyomthonyama doesn't really need inspiration because bona they get inspired by seeing into currently and then they do their poem at that spot yabo ngaba bangathi bane calling kakhulu yabo so kubo singathi it's more of a calling kuthi it's more of a skill yabo and but we are all poets yabo so iba kanjalo difference.
And of course, you mentioned the importance of using isiXhosa. Kwi poems yakho ufuna ukubhala ngesiXhosa and then use English now and there. Why is that important for you to continue using your mother tongue in your art?
Because isiXhosa, most people, they just ignore our mother tongue. We normally ignore it. You mostly find, even in writing e-books, you mostly find people reading English books. So I believe in ubuXhosa bami, uyabona ngumXhosa, and I don't feel like expressing myself need to be done in English. Because xa perform kwezinye indawo ezine English, I can perform in my Xhosa and I still connect to people.
Poetry let's say ebabhale let's say Valentine years usinalo kana date marikhona potential can he hire you to write a poem for him
yeah, they
put you to come perform the poem with a story.
Yeah, I do get hired. You can hire me to write a poem because I do get friends who's like, Chomi, please write this for me, or funerals. I do write poems, so I can write poems that I don't only relate to because I'm a poet, a writer. So inspiration is everything to me. So I can write for anyone, for everyone, but you have to pay, hey?
Yeah, you gotta pay. Any future plans? What can we expect from you, Poetic Ap?
I'm trying to make a vibe back on my YouTube channel, but I still haven't posted anything for this year. So now I will be posting more on Facebook, my poems and my YouTube. So in future, I want to have a poet for my YouTube channel to be mostly about my poems. And from there, I don't know where else I'll go, but I will see from there. But mostly it's about my YouTube. I want to touch more people because I've noticed that I do touch a band who doesn't even understand my mother tongue. I would get someone and say, yo, bro, your poem was like really deep. I felt it, and you don't even know what I just said. So I feel like if I can use the YouTube channel, I can inspire more people and I can change many people because I don't only write to just put in nice wording and wow, it's a nice poem. I want to change someone when I'm writing. I want to touch lives. I want someone to get inspired. I want people to relate to my stories. Because even the stories I write about, they don't only relate to me, even to you, even to anyone else.
So it's in a YouTube channel, you know, Facebook about
YouTube channel, you can just search Poetic Ap, but if you search Aphelele Sobinta, just gonna go straight to my channel. Ku Facebook nding Aphelele Mama Sobinta. So naphande afumaneka, I'll be posting from next month a poems so people can keep on watching and babe inspired now.
Wow, that's good. I had one more question, but that's not Aisha because of Nuku performing them that's the kai poem yakho ngoku. Well, ladies and gents, this is of course Poetic Ap, and she is going to give us an incredible poem. Hopefully it's about love, Mugen.
Not really. Undigecile ngezembe hayi ucelemba, undihlabile ngechofolo hayi ifolokhwe, laphalala igazi zehlinyembezi, zavuka intlungu sonyuka isingqala, wehla umbilili zavuka ingcinga, ndatsho ukuthi khothololo ekoneni, amazwi engqondo ekhenkceza njalo, azisenako nokuvaleka indlebe, ndiwava egilana egibiseka lamazwi, ubulili bhongo uliluqhayiya, ubunguye nobuhle unguye nomlungisi, ubulidonga eliminjalo lisilwa imimoya engendawo, ngoko ubungenguye umbambeleli mntwini, inzipho zakho uzitshonise ngobude bazo kumthetheleli, ndithetha ngayo ingonyama yakaJuda, ndithetha ngaye umfeli wezono zethu, hlabalini eli likufumeneyo, bekuyini ukuyikruna inhliziyo suke likhetha ukuyophula, kananjalo ukhona nomlungisi wayo. Nditsho lamazwi ebekhenkceza njalo eleqelana ezingqondweni zam, waphuka umphefumlo kwaphela ububele, ndizamile ndizama ndisezama, andisenako nokusukuma, ingqondo igcina lukhulu, imana njalo indiphithizelisa, ndiphenduke ndisithi, hlaba lenhliziyo yam, wahlukile. Ngundonakele lo kwaye kukude kwamlungisi nangona ndizofika. Andithi ndingulo bevumela uba imfaduko yondoda. Ndiphathwa okwesitya somkhetha. Ndiqangqathwa njalo maxa onke akundando zam bekuzizimbo zothando. Xa kunje ndihlelele izizathu zinina apha xa ubuntombi bam buzoxakekiswa ngathi ndingumakoti xa ndizoba sisigcinene sakho senduku yakho yoqhusheleko ndonayele kodwa ndoyisakele umhlalisi wam lithemba.
Welcome back to the show, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. You're still tuned in to Ekse. As you guys can see, keep those comments and questions coming using the hashtag you see on the screen right now. We have an amazing guest. He's in the world of fashion. He goes by the name Sim. He'll be telling us a lot more about the Sm2 Authentic Wear and what it is that inspired the look. Also have a couple of models to show you guys a little glimpse of what it does on a daily basis. Siyabulela khulumani kwezixesha kunjani?
Ndiyaphila bhuti. Ndiyabulela nambane nifumane namhlanje. It's quite an honor.
Abantu abangakwaziyo sixelele ba ungubani usuka phi intoni kwenza ube ngulomuntu onguye.
I think it's only fair uba ndimention uba ndingusimlindile Poetic Mafuna wasesajonisi ukuqala. Ngaphambi kokuba ndibe ngoseDelft in Cape Town. I'm in fashion, I can say. But also I'm a worker, I'm a student.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, when into ezininzi with fashion, you work as a student. Let's talk about your love for fashion. When did you realize ukuthi John ndifuna ukwenza impahla, ndifuna ukuba in fashion for the rest of my life?
It's quite hard to pinpoint a certain point along the journey because sikhula ngamaxesha amaninzi sisithanda, but to actually pin uba at this time was a turning point where I realized that this is my actual love. It's quite hard, but throughout the journey of uphila impahla besizithanda, but ke sikhona ezinye izinto ezibasendleleni ungaqapheli noba into bayithanda kubekho into esithi asizithanda sibe sizithanda kuba singakwazi ukufikelela kuzo. But ndingathi njena ukuqala ukwenza inzami kungoku sengiqabuka after college. I think after college that's when I started to look around and to actually be able to dress according the way that I like. And then I started questioning myself, if this is like this, if somebody like this does this, and how can I get to it as well? And because impahla I think zezomntu wonke estradweni. Most yethu siyazithanda impahla estradweni. It's just that asifikeleli ezimpahleni sonke ngexesha esithanda ngalo siba ne-obstacles ezithile, and then xa siqala okanye uba nezo incomes zincinci siqale ke ngokuzi expressa indlela esinxiba ngayo uba ke ngoku ndinxiba ngale ndlela ndithanda ngayo nam. So yeah, ukuphendula ndingathi khange sibe nayo ngqo.
Since we can't pinpoint the time you fell in love with clothing, at least we can pinpoint the time you established your brand, Sm2 Authentic Wear. Tell us how the growth has been since 2007 when you established the brand to now. And I want to find out if you make the clothes yourself as a designer.
It's actually 2017, September to be exact. Starting with 2017, I design and then I go for a fabric hunt, and then I have tailors. So ixesha elinintsi mna busy with designing plus the fabric hunt nezinye izinto ezininzi behind the scenes, and then ndibe ne-tailors endihamba ndiyopresenta kuzo. So uqala ibrand siqale ngo-2017 ukwenza impahla ibona. I started with one t-shirt. I sold that t-shirt to my brother. He bought it for 200 rand. And then I took that 200 rand, I went to buy more fabric. I made 4 t-shirts. My colleagues bought those 4 t-shirts. I think I made around 800 rand, and then I made a full range.
Wow.
And then I made a full range with 800 rand. It was strictly t-shirts, long liner t-shirts. And then after that, reception was good because it was plain t-shirt, not branded, just like this one. Hence, I decided to not brand this one. It was strictly unbranded t-shirts, but long liners. But you could tell that this is something different. Because most of impahla zethu, we mono Sm2 started from descent. But now I wanted something that is a little bit different. So I came with blank t-shirts, and then reception was good. That within space of a month, I was able to go back to a market and check about what else can I do. So within 3 months, I started in September. By November, I was doing a second range. and then the reception was good as well. And then the coming year, I started now to brand. And now the people know now what is SM2, because they're starting to ask, okay, you're selling us this, but what are we wearing?
Yeah,
Say check
whom
inside.
are we wearing?
Yeah, say check inside. There's a inside label. They check, but still, they want more.
Yeah.
So I started to brand for the eye now.
You see,
and then I started to
you see
mix.
the importance of branding, because
That's-
people want to know what they're wearing, whom are they wearing. You've got amazing models with us. I think we need to speak a bit about what they're wearing, and also who do you cater for in your brand?
All right, Amachita right now are wearing hoodies that I just made. I think after I confirmed the interview with you guys, I thought I should come with something engekho market, because the last time I been coupe range, it was December.
Yeah.
So Amachita are now bangle hoodies. It's quite unfortunate that I had designed more. My back has got some stuff, but I can't show you guys because I don't have girls with me. There was last minute cancellation, so I couldn't show them. So this is something that in last minutes, but I think it looks good.
It doesn't look like last minute anyway. It's like last minute.
I like the hoodie. Where can I get the hoodie? I really like the hoodie. And I'm writing it today.
Right here.
We have to contact you. No.
He's the guy that you need to contact. Let's talk about whom do you cater for. Is it specific for men, specific for women? Is it specific for a certain age? Who do you really cater for?
I would love to believe that I cater for a wide range, like in terms of age, no age. However, because in most of the stuff we have from extra small going up. But in terms of the kind of persons that we cater for different personalities of people. But I do acknowledge that we cannot exactly cater for everyone. Like I'm a streetwear guy. So a person from the street who has the streetwear, who understands the street culture, is our guy. So we cater for a wide range. In terms of how we design our stuff, it's mostly unisex. Even our tracksuits, even this tracksuit I'm wearing, I can take it off for Sisayinebe.
John, I love this tracksuit. I feel like, you know what, February is the hottest month in Cape Town, and this will be something that I would love.
Let's give a shout out to Oranger.
Yeah, this looks proper. I won't get.
Yeah, I like the bucket hat and the hoodie. That's what I fell in love with today. Do you also make pants and keepers and the things that you study? You mentioned that after college and then now you're currently a student. The things that you are studying right now and the things you studied in college, do they influence your business and how?
No, in college I studied management assistant, and CPUT I studied public administration, and I'm currently doing in advanced diploma in public administration. So
why study though? If you've already found your calling and you know this is the journey that you want to take, why go through, like, this is your third degree and you're still going? Maybe I'm sure you're going to go for the fourth and fifth.
Maybe if it wasn't for education, I wouldn't be able to be sitting in front of you and be able to talk to the people. So even though I'm studying a different field than my passion at home, it unlocks something else with me. Public administration for me is not, I hope it pays me at some point. Hasn't paid me yet. My brand and my work are paying me.
I think this is going to pay more than anything that you've done in your life, because this is a great brand.
It's actually my belief that I will never make money out of school, but I will make brains from school. If it unlocks my ability to think, maybe even my desire for fashion, there is something that I take from that field, even though it's actually an opposite field. You'd be surprised that I'm working in a pharmaceutical, meaning it's a science field, and then I'm studying public administration, meaning it's a political field, and then I'm doing fashion, meaning so there's 3 fields in me.
Wow! Before we let you go, quickly, how do people find you on social media in case they want to support the business?
On Facebook, my personal account is Simlindile Mafuna, as it spells. For a page, for a brand, it's Sm2 Authentic Wear, as it spells. On Twitter, it's Simabra, at Simabra. On Insta, it's Sim_SM2, and that's how you get reach of me.
Well, thank you so much. It was an honor having you on the show. Good luck with the brand. And this is something that you were definitely born for. He wants one of your t-shirts, one of your hoodies.
Yeah,
I hope our
we'll speak after.
For free. Yeah. Well, there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us. A big shout out to each and every guest that has come through on the show, from Tammy, Poetic Ap, and of course Usim, all the way from Sm2 Authentic Wear. A big shout out to you for making us the biggest in the land. Keep the support going on social media, on Twitter and Facebook, and of course on Instagram.
Yes, we appreciate you guys for joining us. If you have missed the show, please check out the repeat tomorrow between 7 and 8 in the morning. You can also find us on YouTube, Ekse on Cape Town TV. And if you guys would like to be part of the show, please email us on ekse@capetowntv.org.
Definitely, man. If you want to see more of the show, we are here Monday to Friday, 4 to 5 p.m. with repeats between 7 to 8 each and every morning. Be sure to spread the word. Tell your friends, tell other friends, to tell the whole entire community what these two boys did it, and we're doing it for the rest of the week.
That's it, everybody. It's a wrap. I'm get to Laze.
I'm Solo J, but known as a Putfliki. Until next time, take care and
bye.
Ojale Master D, Kojale San. Woza, wezinsizo. Ithani ku. Master D ufile. Uphethe number. Not just any number. Izofetha umhlaba.